Colorado ablaze this afternoon.
We have approximately 50 structures.
Will firefighters near Levita get any help from the weather? Meanwhile, further north and closer to home,
the smoke was so thick it would burn your eyes.
The high CHATEAU fire scorching parts of Teller County. Do fire crews now have a handle on the flames?
We're tracking a high flash flooding risk this afternoon. Who's involved in flash flood watches? I've got those answers.
You're watching KRDO News Channel 13, where the news comes first. Your news starts right now.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon Brinius.
And I'm John Carroll. You're watching KRDO News Channel 13 at noon. We're also live on the air on KRDO News Radio. We want to get right to it now. The third largest wildfire in Colorado's history, the spring fire burning in Costilla and Huerfano counties. We now know 132 homes have been destroyed. An additional 119 are considered damaged. Now, this map comes to us from Joseph Elfit. He's been conducting fire analysis of the site. And you see here these red spots all around are areas of isolated heat, whereas the yellow areas, those are just showing scattered heat. We've also received new audio of the air attack on the fire. Take a listen.
Map 2 South Colorado Springs, 20 minutes en route to the spring north. With dispatch, Spring Creek air attack on Cordova. We have approximately 50 structures in the subdivision.
Now, what you're hearing there is a MAFS air crew dropping fire retardant on the spring fire. At last check, the flames have spread to more than 103,000 acres, and it is still only 5% contained. We've been trying to get a closer look at the fire. However, it's been tough. Our reporters have not been allowed to get very close. Despite that grim update, fire crews tell us the situation is improving, and that's thanks to more favorable weather. Even though, again, containment only 5%. And some more good news. Roadblocks may soon be lifted on Highway 160 through Levita Pass. And we'll continue to keep a close eye on the spring fire. But moving a few hours north here now, a little closer to home, we're also tracking the high CHATEAU fire. And that is the one burning in western Teller County right there. It's now 75% contained. The burn scar, a little more than 1,400 acres. KRDO News Channel 13 Stephanie Sierra is tracking this one for us at the Disaster Relief Center in Divide. And Stephanie, what is the latest?
Well, John, the Disaster Center just opened moments ago. It's here to help families who've been evacuated get readjusted. Now, all the activities happening right through those doors. We were just asked to move out, but inside the room is filled with booths where agencies are offering everything from healthcare services to cleanup help. And all of this is welcomed relief for these evacuees, hopeful this fire will soon be over. At day 7, morale is high. Fire crews camping out on the edge of what's left of the high CHATEAU fire. Overnight, the incident command team reports good news.
The fire did not grow.
Now, crews are in the final stretch, gearing up to tackle the remaining pocket of flames. Take a look at this map. Notice the black lines illustrating containment around the perimeter of the fire. The focus now is small, narrowed in on the northeast side. Families with homes in that area still remain evacuated, anxiously waiting for answers, like Randy Best, who can't help but assume the worst.
Your entire life is going to be gone.
He's one of approximately 230 people left displaced from their homes.
Quite frightening to know that everything you've worked for could be gone.
A common fear across Colorado.
The whole state seems to be on fire.
It's a lot. I'm so glad we can start this program. Thank you.
Leaving these evacuees with lessons learned.
What would you take in 15 minutes?
Hopeful the added rain will put an end to all of this. Approximately 233 people are still on mandatory evacuation, and it's important to note you can get a permit in here issued from the Teller County Sheriff's Office in order to re-enter your neighborhood when the time comes. We're live here in Teller County. Stephanie Sierra, KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, Stephanie, thanks for your reporting up there. Now switching gears to the weather and new flooding concerns as storms move into southern Colorado. We want to give you a live look right now. This is in Levita. This is where we have been tracking the spring fire throughout the past week and a day. Let's go over now to Abby Oconee.
Yeah, that's right. We do have a weather alert in effect for today, as we do have some flash flood watches in place west of the I-25 corridor. Here's a closer look at where we're seeing those watches. These extend all the way until midnight. These are long-lasting alerts. We are particularly concerned about some flash flooding issues as storms develop over some of the newest burn scars. So what has burned over the spring and high CHATEAU fires. In recent history, 2 years ago, when the Junkins and the Hated Pass fires began too, they have left some scars. It's in all of those areas where we'll have to monitor any storms that move over them very carefully, as these storms today will be very slow moving and they will be really packing a punch with lots of moisture and the potential for heavy rain. As you're out and about this afternoon, remember the rain jacket, good rain shoes, your umbrella, and I would just skip the short sleeves this afternoon, or certainly make sure to have the rain jacket with you. While right now most of us stay dry on radar, this is just the beginning. I'm expecting storms to really become more active along the I-25 corridor later this afternoon. I want to show you just how juicy the atmosphere is right now. We've got the 50s for dew points along the I-25, 60s out east. I was talking to some folks in the newsroom earlier. I don't remember the last time we saw such high dew points out east. High temperatures today, a bit cooler, so cloudy, cooler with chances for rain. I've got that full 7 a.m. Skycast next. John and Shannon, back to you.
Abby, thank you. And we continue with more wildfire coverage with some encouraging news for the Adobe fire in Custer County. All of the orders for pre-evacuation notices have been lifted. The Adobe fire is burning southwest of Wetmore. Lightning sparked this one. It didn't grow much in size yesterday. It's holding at about 85 acres, now 23% contained, but thanks to the rounds of water, as far as rain and hand and dozer lines, that one is staying contained. In Park County, the Weston Pass fire continues to burn about 10 miles south of Fairplay. Now the flames are just under 11,000 acres, 15% containment. More than 500 firefighters are battling this fire, which we've learned was sparked by lightning.
We're also following a new fire near Basalt in Eagle County. This is southwestern corner of the state. Christine Lake fire is already forcing 500 homes to evacuate. According to our news partners in Denver, 3 of the homes are destroyed. You see it's burning very close to the town of Basalt, actually just on the western side near Aspen. We'll take you to video now. The fire spread to around 2,000 acres overnight. It sparked near a shooting range. That made a lot of people in the area angry. They say they wanted the range to be temporarily shut down due to stage 2 fire bans that are in effect in the county.